The voice returns, wanting Fatal to think very hard before they answer their question. Can you tell me the last time you felt hopeful? You felt safe? Blueberry pops in asking if Fatal is awake, causing Fatal to react and almost attacking Blueberry. Blue apologizes for scaring Fatal, and it seems that Fatal accepts the apology. Blue notices Fatal begin to shake and mumble to himself. Blue doesn't know what to say, choosing to sit next to Fatal, but Fatal suddenly asks why a blanket is on him, Blue stopping him before Fatal removes the blanket, informing him about the last time he looked up, he had the scariest panic attack he had ever seen. Fatal goes silent, staring at Blue, scaring him. But Fatal speaks up, mentioning that it has been a long time since he has had someone try to help him. Nothing that he can remember, anyway. This makes Blue tear up. Blue worries about Fatal removing the blanket from his head, but Fatal assures Blue that he will not make that mistake again. Fatal decides to troll Blue with a pun, disgusting Blue as Fatal laughs, mentioning that Blue is papyrus-like. Blue telling Fatal that he is sure he will find his papyrus, that he wouldn't like to end up with an imposta. Fatal enjoying the not too bad joke that Blue may really be a Sans after all. Pure silence to Fatal standing up to leave. Blue becoming alarmed, scrambling to convince Fatal to stay just that little bit longer. But Fatal refuses, taking a step forward, and Blue stopping him, shaking, and deciding to let go, apologizing, not wanting to be alone again, begging Fatal to stay, that he can't be alone anymore. They can talk, he can listen, he can teach him how to knit, tell Blue stories. Fatal reaching his hand out to Blue, inviting him to take it, saying that he is tired of being alone, missing Papyrus. Blue taking his hand, but saying that leaving might not be a good idea, that they could come up with a plan. Fatal suddenly twisting Blue's hand around, shooting pain into Blue's body, as Fatal goes on one knee, calling Blue pathetic, asking if that is all he's got, that he is gonna have to try a little harder than that. Blue begs to be let go, but Fatal doesn't care or think that's fair. Fatal remembers everything, bursting into insane laughter, then suddenly leaning and shaking to the ground, saying that he deserves to be happy, that it's their fault that he misses them, that he can't find them. Blue tries to comfort Fatal, but Fatal yells, tightening his grip on Blue's twisted hand, that nothing is okay, that Papyrus is dead, that his brother is gone. To not tell him lies. But there is Blue. Blue may have his code, but if you could see through Fatal's eyes, you'd see how disappointingly close you are to him. Fatal can't understand. Why is there so much of Papyrus everywhere he goes, but not enough to prove that Papyrus is Fatal's? Once again, Blue tries speaking to Fatal, but Fatal shuts him down again. He wasn't even talking to him. He was talking to Papyrus. Shoving Blue away and saying that Papyrus might be gone, but he can't give up, that he knows he can bring him back. Looking up at Error's strings, with straight anger on his face, mumbling endlessly at the strings, as Blue is terrified to even move. But taking a step forward, Fatal reaches his hand out, ready to snap, stopping Blue in his tracks. Fatal, seemingly ready to use his blasters, asking if Papyrus believes in him, that Papyrus should be happy, that he is going to save him, because he is going to save every correct piece of Papyrus's code that he can find. Every single piece, from filthy glitches like you. Taking those pieces and recreating him himself. Chapter 3 begins with an image of Fatal with a determined pose after realizing his mission. Fatal's red strings hang above echo flowers. The echo flowers echoing disturbing messages. You don't have to do this. Please don't do this. Stay away from me. As the echo flowers echo off of each other, as we see the voice saying,
You wouldn't make it. You never do. Isn't that right? I know you can hear me.
The voice continues to downplay Fatal's efforts. Fatal going down to his knees at the body covered in code. The code of this entity being shown as mine, as Fatal ties up Papyrus's scarf tight as he ignores the voice, pulling up his sleeve and summoning a bone.
How long will it take for you to... Do you think it's been too long? I feel like it is. It's been a while since we've been together. What have you been up to?
Yanking some red string from his mouth and sewing the body together.
You look tired. You look desperate. You look lonely. You look like you want to talk about it. You have to talk to me. At some point, pretending I'm not here, want me going away. You think you're having a good run, don't you? You think this is a good run, and you don't want me to mess that up? I think you're perfectly capable of messing up your own good run. And you know you will too. You always do. It is inevitable. It's just a matter of time.
As the entity opens their eyes, Fatal looks very hopeful that his efforts are not in vain. But as we all predicted, Papyrus failed to be created. Fatal, full of rage, grabs the shoulders of his creation and throwing him aside, firing a blaster at his creation, destroying it. Silence. Before the flower states that wasn't an overreaction at all.
Stop talking!
talking to me. You don't care. Nothing you say matters. So just go away. Leave me alone.
The entity signing, nice try, saying that they almost thought Fatal forgot who they were, then asking, what will Fatal's next move be? Surprisingly, Fatal calmly and understandably says that he will re-examine what he has left. Perhaps he has too little or too much of one or more components. The entity telling Fatal that he isn't as stupid as he himself thinks he is, that he knows what to do, using the code from a papyrus.
No, that is not an option.
The entity says that underswap stances are practically papyruses, so Fatal shouldn't be caring so much.
Not the same thing.
The voice telling Fatal he is wasting time and resources to stop the unneeded suffering.
He is not an option. You always do what's necessary, right? This is what's necessary.
It is not an option. I won't do it.
Don't pretend like you have convictions to uphold. If you won't do it, then you don't love your papyrus enough. Because if you did, then it would have been an option a long time ago. I don't love him enough. How dare you? How dare you dodge me? How dare you challenge how much he means to me? How dare you say that I don't love him enough? You've forgotten who I am. You've forgotten what I've done. What I've committed myself to. Do you know what I've sacrificed? And it was all for him. Everything is for him. It's all for him. He's the reason I'm still here. The reason I'm still alive. He's everything to me. Absolutely everything is for him. Nothing else ever matters. Everything for him. He knows that. How do you even think of the slightest moment that I don't love Cyrus enough to do anything to bring him back? Stop the eye. I can't give up. I will fight for Cyrus, even if it kills me.
This sudden outburst causes Fatal to experience pain and apparent damage, dropping to his knees, hearing the laughter from the entity. Fatal is confused about what just happened, since that has never happened before, and it didn't feel like the other sudden instances of glitching. But having opened his eyes, he sees error and ink. Fatal climbs to his feet and opens a glitched pathway, stepping through and catching the attention of the two skeletons.